Hi, and welcome to Shift Agent. And today we're going to focus on smart scheduling and give you an overview of how it works. So for the sake of argument, we're going to assume that you've got some templates built. If not, you can check out support at shiftagent.org to learn more about that. But here I've applied a template called Normal Weekday, which includes all of the positions here and all of the times already built in. And so the process of smart scheduling is simply filling in the right person in each shift. So I'm going to click our Smart Scheduling button. We get a new window. And you'll notice here you have all of the shifts that you're going to fill in. And we're going to start here with dishwasher. So this one is black. And it tells you which one you're doing. If you want to select a different one, you can. You can select any shift you want to. So let's move it to the top. We're going to start with host. And you'll notice that that position and time are carried over to this side. Now this is what we call the employee card, this area here. And this is all for Ursula. And the first thing that I want you to see is that you can actually dismiss this shift entirely if you know that you don't need it this week, or you can skip and assign later if you're on the fence. This is the assign button, and right now you'll notice that Ursula is our #1 choice. So Shift Agent does an incredible amount of calculation for you so that you don't have to, and we actually sort this entire list down here of employees who all have the position of host in their profile. So no one here is disqualified from being a host, but we do rank them in this list automatically for you based on a number of factors. So there's a reason that Ursula is at the top, and each person, you can actually click on their card and get all the information on that person. So in this case, you'll notice that Ursula is completely available, so we list the employee's availability for this day, which is Monday. You can actually get a sense of where they worked last week. And we actually know that Ursula worked this last week because we see this little LW, it stands for last week. The clock means they worked at the same time, but not necessarily in the same position, which you also see that down here for Carrie. But in this case, we're asking you, would you like to repeat this same shift for Ursula because she worked it last week? Currently, she's working 0 hours, and she has a target hours of 32. With this shift, she would have 7 so far this week. So we show you all this information here as well. If there was any unavailability or days off, they would be listed here, and you could actually see that. We can click down here and look at Jerry here and Arthur. Here in Arthur, you can see that he's unavailable from 6 to 4, and that part of this shift actually overlaps his unavailability, and that's why he's ranked much, much lower down here. You can actually look in this same view to see the reason they're unavailable. In this case, there was none given. It is optional for them, but if they provide it, you'll see it here. So let's go ahead and assign a shift and see what happens. So let's assign this one to Ursula. You'll notice we automatically advance to the next shift. It recalculates all the information for you about every employee and how many hours they've now been assigned, and just quickly allows you to see all this information. So Kobe actually worked this same information last week, so let's the same shift, I mean. So now let's just advance to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And here we come to one where we're going to assign Carrie. I want to show you a couple of other things here. Next to Carrie, you'll notice that there is a little icon here about data. And if you mouse over it, you can see shift density. If you click it, it actually holds this for you. And shift density shows you when Carrie works most often. Okay, in the week. The darker it is, the more often she works at that time. If I click on positions, I can actually see which positions Carrie has and the shift density for that position. So if I switch to prep, she doesn't work prep that often, but she does work bartender sometimes. Now over here, you can actually toggle between the amount of weeks that you want to see data for. In this case, we're looking at 4. If I want to look at the last 6 months, I can click this and it shows me the shift density there. You can also toggle up here and see the person's availability, their current and their previous, just to give you data that you need right here as you're building the schedule in case you're kind of warring between different decisions. Now, if you want this to go away, you simply click the icon here, and then that goes away in this view. And then again, we'll just assign this again, and you'll notice we've switched to the dishwasher position, and now everyone in here has the position of dishwasher. And let's just look at Chris here for the fun of it, and you can see why he's ranked towards the bottom. this is important because we actually weight different things in such a way so that you're going to be filling in the right person in each shift each time. So people that are unavailable go to the bottom. People that have the day off, they go towards the bottom as well. In here, we actually sort this a lot based on the target hours and the current number of hours you've assigned them. And we help to distribute hours the way that you want to. So folks that need hours are going to be towards the top as long as they're available during that time, so that we help fill them in when they can work. And you can see all that information in this bar here. So Sean is obviously available. Let's just assign him. And you can go through this relatively quickly as we sort it all for you. And then once you're finished, you can go to the calendar. And now you've assigned each shift to the right person. And the way you know that is you'll notice here at the top you've got a green bar that shows that this person is available at this time. Once again, once this is done, you can very quickly, if you decide that you want to edit these shifts ever so much, you can click and drag, and then most importantly, save it. And now you have changed that shift a little bit to adjust it for your needs. And that is how smart scheduling works. If you have any more questions, you can go to support.shiftagent.org, and there's more information available there, but that's just a quick overview of what that tool does for you. And we hope you have a great day.